Hey, I'm Brian Slasher at Suits. What's going on, dudes? And today we're covering Old, the newest movie from M. Night Shyamalan. And so we got a bunch of tourists that are going out to a secret, secure luxury resort beach, right? But it's only sort of secluded because this beach is very haunting. It ages you like super quick, so like a half hour is like a year of your life. So at the end of the day, you're gonna age like 50 years.
Are we there yet?
So the first body to show up is a woman who looks like Lady Gaga. I don't know if it's Lady Gaga. It's not pretty, but it looks like her though, right? Anyways, that's supposed to be the girlfriend of this rapper that they found on the beach called Midsize Sedan. And that's him, and you go, Midsize Sedan, that's so weird for a rap name. Like, rap names aren't too humble like that. Like, it's always little, big, rich. There's not so humble like, hey, I'm just a mid-size, economy size sedan, I guess. But anyways, when you find a person with a dead girlfriend, you automatically think, wow, that dude must have killed him, because that's what happens 99% of the time. But in this case, they're wrong because they could see the bodies actually decomposing at a rate that would take like 30 years to do. So everything ages really fast, even if you have a disease. So this lady suffers from epilepsy, and then she gets epilepsy and seizures enough to die. So they gave her a drug to treat her epilepsy, and they're like, hey, it worked out for a bit until it didn't, and then she had them all at once. And we also have a doctor on the beach, but he was sort of like, Doctor, I'm schizo crazy. And so they had to cut him, and they cut him with the rusty knife. And then the rusty knife, I guess you get like tetanus, but the tetanus takes a long time sort of to kill you. But, without any drugs or with the time going by, it kills him in a matter of minutes. And from this point on, it's just Gilligan's Island. Like, a bunch of people are stuck on this island. And this girl, which is probably like the Marianne, because she's like the hottest one, they're stuck on this beach. And they try to all sort of ways to try to get out of it. Like, one even climbs upwards to try to get out. They try to swim out. They try to go back the way they came. But you pass out anytime you try to leave.
We have to get off this beach!
People are blacking out going this way.
If she makes it to the ledge, she might have a chance.
Why is she stopping? Why is she stopping? Carol, wake up! Wake up!
She almost made it to the edge too, so it was just like maybe too quick, or even if you go vertical, you're still gonna get that like blackout headache, and she blacked out on the cliff and fell to her death.
There's something wrong with this beach.
What's happening?
Mom! Mom! I'm scared!
Well, she got pregnant right before that, right? I don't know how she got in on that beach with her parents right there, but she got pregnant and the baby couldn't live because it constantly needs milk, and it only lasted about like 30 seconds to a minute. And everybody knows you can't get pregnant your very first time. That's a fact. So one of them actually went for a swim and actually went, hey, I'm part of the swim team. I know I could beat this tide and current, and I will go around this whole cove and get help. And I was like, oh, yeah, maybe that'll work. But no, it didn't work in this case. I guess swimming out was the solution, but not just swim up or out. You had to swim through the coral reef to get out for real.
Dad, why are you looking at me like that?
So those two parents with the kids that grew up like instantaneously, right? They died of old age, but the mom, she had a tumor that they cut out, and then the tumor just kept growing. So she was supposed to die of cancer pretty much. But she just ended up dying like in the middle of the night, being, I don't know, 80 or 90 years old. Oh, the rapper, Midsize Sedan, he got murdered. What? By this guy, the paranoid schizophrenic doctor. Remember the guy who died from rust? Well, he's the one who killed him. And it's pretty rare that a rapper got stabbed to death instead of shot to death. Shot to death is like your odds-on favorite. It's shot to death, overdose, and I don't hear too many stabbings. So if I was the actor or the marketing guy for the movie, I would have that guy come out with a CD. He could be like Machiavelli, and he gives you hints about exactly what happened to him and why he died. That's brilliant.
We're here for a reason.
And lastly, we have, remember, the trophy wife of the doctor, that hot Instagram influencer or whatever. She actually mentioned earlier in the movie she had a calcium problem. You know something was going to come of it because that's such a weird random thing to announce as like, oh, that's her character trait, calcium problem. So now there's a lesson for you. If you have a calcium problem and it's not maintained over time, it becomes a hunchback. That was the creepiest part in the movie because she ended up like a dark cave, not like, don't look at me, and her hunchback was all weird and crooked. It reminded me of that Zelda in the original OG Pet Cemetery. Like, oh God, get away from me. In the end, the only two people surviving were the two kids who were 6 years old and now pretty much 50 the next day, swam underneath the coral reef and got help and turned everybody into the police. I got a total kill count of 10 people. Not too bad. Not too bad for an M. Night Shyamalan movie. I think his only other higher kill count was The Happening. And I like The Happening. I don't care what you guys say. And this seemed like an edited for TV version because all the gore seems to have been like edited out. I hope they might come out with like an unrated cut in the future and add some gore to it. But besides that, alright, check that out. Drop by a live stream sometime. Hit that like, comment, and I'll catch you dudes later. Later, dudes.